It's all about time and Times Square. The Good Morning America studio is located here and filled with a team of professionals, on-air, off-air, veterans and newbies, all living with that tick-tock-tick news rhythm in their heads.
Give me a sense of how enormous the enterprise is behind you that gathers all this stuff that you bring into our houses.
We really do wish every morning you could see how many people and how many shifts. That's the thing. It's not just that there are hundreds of people who help get this program on the air, but they're doing it 24 hours a day, handing off one to the other. It's like the world's most exciting relay race.
5 minutes!
And she's not kidding about it being a relay race.
Watch me make it in a minute and a half, in high heels. It's an Olympic event. Can I do it? Can you do it?
A minute 25.
Marginally, a minute 25.
We love you.
No worry, she makes it. The Kentucky-born, Wellesley-educated Sawyer has been making her GMA deadline since 1999.
Rock and roll, baby, rock and roll!
A multitude of media awards grace Robin Roberts' resume. A lot of folks know that, but a lot of folks don't know that a pair of fuzzy white slippers grace her feet when she is zipping around GMA. And she's been zipping around here for a long time. She was promoted to co-anchor in 2005 after delivering a decade's worth of Good Morning America stories.
In some ways, you've got to take this enormous amount of stuff that's collected by a bazillion people and make it all simple, like you're just talking to a person.
We are conductors. That's what we do. We just go from point A to point B. We're the point person, because you're right, I'm glad you said that. As you know, when you look behind the scenes, all the people that put this together, and Diana, myself, and Sam, and Chris, just kind of, we're like the last frontier in getting the information to the viewers. But you feel like kind of like a conductor out there, like, okay, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
How long does it take you to figure out what everybody does?
Make it seem like I know. I don't know. All I know is I'm supposed to stand here, and this is where I work on what I'm doing with this whole team of producers that make sure everything's right. And that's all I can do right now. There's so many people that make this what you see that you never know. Like this, you know, you'll see all these people start to appear here with cameras and things. Angie, see? Angie is one of the people. She's saying, stop talking, do your job. I still don't know.
I'm Eddie LUISI, I'm the stage manager. I get here at 5 a.m., been here 19 years.
In some ways, your job is kind of like painting with live mice.
I like that. That's a good idea. I call myself more of a den mother because I'm always yelling quiet and stand by and go over here and go over here. But I like the painting with mice. That's good.
What's going on? This seems like a particularly hectic environment here. You got live people, a band, stuff.
Yeah, it's a little hectic right now because what I call is like a three-ring circus, because we got something there, we got something there, we got something there. But this is the fun, this is the excitement, this is what the live audience wants to see now, because they've been kind of watching Monitor for an hour and a half. Now this is it, they see it all.
Elise McClain, Green Room Coordinator. I get here at 4:45 a.m.
Just between us, who tends to leave the biggest mess? Civilians or people that are used to having their people pick up for them?
I can't say. I think both. You know what? I'm just going to be very, very diplomatic and say they both can leave very big messes, and both can be just as neat.
Your life is crazy. Tell me.
It is. Busy, busy, busy. And, you know, luckily for me as a promotions person, we have a lot of great interviews, a lot of big gets and exclusives, but it's a lot getting the word out, promoting it as it's breaking on the air.
If stories are breaking or changing, we'll move things in, we'll move things out, we'll move things around. We'll give things more time if they need it, we'll give things less, you know, and that's what I do.
As executive producer, what does that really mean? Does that mean if you clap your hands, people bring you fruit?
It means I'm the one blamed for everything that goes wrong here. No, it means that it's a fantastic opportunity. I get to figure out what's in the show and how we do it, and it's a new day every day, and it's a great challenge every day.
Is Cuomo on this list?
Sure is, near the top. Newsman Cuomo was bumped up at the same time weather anchor Sam Champion joined the team last September.
What's it like to walk into this ongoing enterprise as the new guy?
Very intimidating. Because you have so much respect and so much affection for the people on the show already. You know, I've worked on the show for a long time. But to work with Diane has always been something I see as a privilege. To work with Robin, I've never been around someone with a heart like what she has. And Sam Champion, he is so perfect that I'm starting to hate him. The way he looks, his delivery, his advice, every day he has something to help me do this.
If 9 people come together in a room, they won't all have a chance to talk about knitting, pro football, or politics, but they'll all mention the weather.
Chances are somebody in that room will, and they'll all talk about it. But see, that again, that's the great thing about a show like this. You've got 2 hours of segments. There's something that everybody's interested in during this time period, whether you're interested in hard news, weather,
or music.
3 minutes!
That's one of the most highly competitive areas for booking guests. During our visit to the set, American Idol finalist Chris Daughtry was there to rock the house.
People magazine named him one of the sexiest bald men.
And the house was ready.
1 minute to the music cue!
You've got Chris Daughtry, the guy from American Idol. Right. It's part of your responsibility. I mean, does he need the green M&Ms or Perrier water or Spam or something?
Some guys do. Chris is pretty good today.
Even as Daughtry sang for the GMA crowd, you knew all of the GMA staff members were thinking about the clock, the competition, and giving birth to another 2 hours of live TV the next day.
That's part of the fun of it, and the adrenaline of it, and the high stakes of it.
Rock on, Chris Daughtry. Rock on, baby. We love Chris.
That was nice. Thank you. Roll your break. 2, 1, fade.